Hello, this is Jason, Studios KO4DDG Ham Radio. Tonight, we're counting down New Year's. Am I going to stay up? Probably not. I don't know. Gotta try to get my work schedule back together for waking up at 3 a.m. So, I'm not sure I'm going to make it or not. Anyway, we're still off work. That's why you're seeing all these videos coming out. They're slow down, unfortunately. Probably only to the weekends. But anyway, tonight, we're going to work on showing you hamstudy.org and how to navigate that to study for your technician license. Or if you never used it before, your general or your extra. So, let's jump right into it and hope you like the new setup here. We're trying something different without light shining in my face. So, let's go to the screen here. There we go. Now we're up. Hamstudy.org. This is a website, what it looks like when you first log into it. Basically, you have to register if you never registered before, or you sign in. Now to register, it's quite simple. Hit register. You can log in with your Facebook or your Google. Making sure we're live here. See if it updated or not. You know, technology. You can never trust it unless you double check. Alright, we're showing Facebook Live, YouTube. Yeah, I guess we are. It'll catch up, I'm sure. Anyway, log in with your Facebook or you're signing with your Google or just enter your email address. I, on the other hand, have a login account here. This login account will also be used for exam tools if you decide to take your tests online or in person even. They're switching to exam tools. So you can go, best thing to do is find a session before your testing date. And you hit find a session that uses your GPS location to figure out when the next session is. You got in person and you also have online. So you can do the same night, same day. Now the different organizations, ARRL charges $14. Usually not sure why they're charging $15, I guess because they want to. We use Laurel. Laurel doesn't charge anything for your testing session. It's all volunteer based and we don't collect any money from you. So just find your next testing date, be a month in advance, 2 weeks, 1 week. Just give yourself a deadline and that will motivate you to study. Like I said, there's remote. You can do this right now if you wanted to. 10 minutes notice is all we need for WM7X test team. And that's all over the world. Let's go back to studying. You're going for your technician today. Technician, the test is good for 2022 to 2026. Then they either remove questions or add questions or however they want to do it. You have study mode, read questions, or practice tests. Read questions will show you all the questions and all the elements, all the sections. Sub-elements are calling them. And the purpose and permissible use of amateur radio service operator primary station license apprentice is telling you what the section is going to go over. And this shows you the correct answer. Which of the following is a part of the basic and purpose of amateur radio service, advancing skills in the technical and communication phases of the radio. You get done with those, you just move on to the next until you get all those questions study for your read questions, and you go to study mode. Study mode would be it's showing you the questions from the test, but if you get it wrong, you can have an example and explain what it means to further learn it. So, what language may you use for identification when operating in a phone subband? English, any language recognized by the ITU, any language recognized by the United Nations, French, English, or Spanish. With ham radio, everything needs to be done in English. You need to identify in English. You can go off and you can talk in any other language, but you're identifying your call sign in English. What are the names for the electrodes of a diode? Plus and minus, gate and base, source and drain, anode and cathode. Source and drain is wrong, incorrect. Show correct answer. Does it show me? Click the corner for explanation. Click the corner there. It says electrodes are referred to as either anodes or cathodes, regardless of whether they are on a diode or other component. Current flows into the anode and out of a cathode. Plus and minus indicates positive or negative voltage. Drains are terminals on a field effect transmitter, FET. So it's nice that they give you an explanation. I guess another ham KD7 BBC added to it. So it goes on and on for like however long you want to study. And right here will show you how much you've seen overall. You know, how good you're doing, what you're missing, what you're getting right, and overall the test seen. And when you get up to about 75% in your summary, take your test. That's what I would say. You get your practice test. It shows you 35 questions you would have on your technician test when you go to take it. And which of the following is an example of automatic control? Using a computer or other device to identify automatically, controlling a station over the internet, repeater operation, using a computer or other device to send CW automatically. So read the question again. Which of the following is an example of automatic control? Automatic control would be a computer using it automatically. Controlling a station over the internet would probably be it. So you go all 35 questions. A great exam. Shown. Let's see. This is going to be random here. Just to show you that you can guess and you might be good. And all these questions are choices are correct. What is the effect of excessive microphone gain on transmit? That'd be distorted. I'm just guessing. I don't feel like reading all these questions to you. But I also don't like getting things wrong. Do 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 do. Almost there, almost there. 31 questions here. Let's see. Great exam. Exam failed. I got 14 out of 35, 40%. That's about as good as I did when I took it for real. They show you what you missed, what sub-element you missed. Show you which ones. You can have flashcards. So you can just go through each of these. Who is responsible for ensuring that no person is exposed to RF energy above the FCC exposure limits? That would be yourself. Probably the station licensee. Which of the following is an important safety rule to remember when using a crank-up tower? Keep your fingers away from it. You know, you don't want to lose a finger. Don't want to be like Mike over there, right? You know. What is the purpose of a safety wire through a turnbuckle used to tension guidelines? Nope, that's wrong. Let's see what that was. You tighten turnbuckles by turning them, but with the vibration they can come loose. A safety wire keeps them from turning once they are tight. That's good to know. Alright, that's enough of that. The app. There's an app for Android, iOS, and what other do they have the app for? Yeah, that's about it. They also have one for the Mac. I guess your computer. I think for Android it's like $5 for it, but it's highly worth it. Have you studying before bed or whenever you have a minute. Ham Study also offers other tests you can take, which none of us will probably ever do. I would not think, but you never know. You might have a use case. They also are, I think, owned by Signal Stick. You heard of Signal Stick for your HTs? They sell good antennas. You can recognize them by the long, thin, colorful antenna, usually. Your profile. Put your name, your last name, your call sign. That's important for our exam tools. If you don't, you're a technician. You don't have a call sign. That's right. You can leave that for later, but don't forget to get your FRN number from the FCC so you can take the test. That's identifier for yourself. Instead of using your social security number, we use an FRN number. Now, when you pass your test, the FCC will send you an email wanting money, of course. They started that collecting fees for new licensees. It's $35. If you are underage, ARRL will reimburse you that. You just have to send in for it. You can share your progress by sending this link to somebody. Say you're Elmer, you have an Elmer or not. You can also view other progress. Share this link with your students so you can see their progress in the app. Well, that's kind of cool. That's a new thing, I think. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you for hamstudy.org. Hope to see you on air or hear you on airways soon. This is Jason KO4DDG saying 7-3, and y'all have a good night.